Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Total War Attila with the Saxons, and we are at war. We are at total war, finally. We are at war with the Franks, yes. In the last session we got attacked. Admiral Edmund was attacked a couple of times by the Franks, and against all the odds, due to some dodgy game mechanics, he came out on top twice. So yeah, that's a very good result for him, and a good start for our war with the Franks. But the war must go on, the war must continue, and we must eventually take the fight to the Franks. At the moment we're defending, but soon we will be taking up the attack. We're just waiting for the troops to be prepared, the scouting reports to be handed in, and then we're good to go. So to start today's session off, just a couple of things to tidy up from the last session. First of all, Admiral Edmund here, his army needs a name, or his navy needs a name. Now this navy may die very soon, it may go on, but I didn't name it in the last session because I thought it was going to be sunk, and he's still here, so we're going to name it now. And I've totally forgotten who suggested it, but the name that is being chosen, he needs the, he needs the navy named after himself, doesn't he? Edmund's Folly. It's a bit of a jest, a bit of tongue-in-cheek humour from the Admiral himself. So Edmund's Folly. Here they are. May they live a long and prosperous life and come out smiling in the end. Right, what we're going to have as our symbol. It's a navy, so is there anything remotely naval here? Not really. We'll go for a wheel. A wheel, that'll do. Okay. And the Admiral himself is ranked up. He is also needs some of these. I don't know if we've checked this out in the last session, but if he could have some sort of traits that might give him a little bit of a boost in any future battles, that could be handy. Fleet Commander, morale and movement speed while in a navy. Yes please, I'll take 2 points in that, thank you. Seeing as he's an admiral. Right, okay, so have a look at this. Authority. 2 authority when leading a navy. Thank you, I'll take that. Morale for missile unit recruits. Morale for ranged infantry units. Not going to be useful for him. Plus 10 morale when in own or allied territory. Does that include own or allied waters? Could do. I'm going to give him that because most of our armies probably won't be fighting at home. They're going to be fighting further afield, but he might be the only one that remains in allied territory. So we'll try. I don't know if it counts as allied waters, but just in case it does. And then this one here. Plus 10 morale and reinforcing. Could be quite handy, but that'll do. So definitely extra authority will be nice. That will offset some of his minus authority stats, which can only be a good thing, of course. Hopefully I'll get those next turn. So that's him. He's ranked up, raring to go. Now we do need to bring forth our spies. One spy down here is on his way up to try to scout out the situation, see what's going on, see what armies they've got in the field. Our first plan is to take this little area down here. 1, 2, 3, 4 settlements, all right for the picking hopefully. We're going to try and take this by storm as quickly as we can. And then the last 3 settlements are sort of spread out here, here, and here. So he's on his way up, but we do have another spy who's sat here doing pretty much nothing right about now. He's not providing any extra bonuses to this particular province, and if we do need any sort of public order, public order buffs, we're going to hire a priest. So make yourself useful, buddy, and come over here and see what's happening. Okay, so what he's going to do, he's going to sort of meander down towards this particular area, and maybe even a little bit further afield, just to see what level of force they've got, how many troops they've got. This other guy is going to come to this side of the map just to test out these waters, and then we can make our battle plans. But our battle plans need to be made ASAP, because we don't want to give them a chance to start recruiting troops, to get themselves prepared. We need to strike while the iron is very much boiling hot. The next thing that I have to sort out is the fact that I was confused as to why Admiral Edmund wasn't fighting in the city, or wasn't, you know, when they attacked us they weren't attacking the town. It's because he wasn't actually in the town, and the reason why he wasn't in the town, I clicked on him and I couldn't put him in the town. The reason being was he was on patrol stance. Didn't realise this, so I've taken out patrol stance back to normal stance, and as a result of that he can actually be placed in the port, thus giving him extra support from his land troop brothers, and that will hopefully dissuade the Franks from attacking him, because if they attack him, you mess with me, you mess with my family. And in the meantime he could do with some more units. So we have a distinct lack of boat ships, so we're going to go for another 3 of them and another 1 of them, and that should be in the next turn sorted. So these are going to replenish now because they're in friendly they're in the port. It's going to take 13 turns. Wow, that's a long time. It's a long time. I wonder if can we merge these together? Let's just recruit some more. It'd be quicker and easy, wouldn't it? Can we like merge these damn things? Oh yeah, we can. There we go. That'll be quicker. There we go. So we'll get those merged, get those recruited, and hopefully in a few turns' time we'll have a full stack navy here, which we can use to either support our land efforts in the war, or just provide basic patrolling here to get rid of things like this, and also any possible enemy transports that decide to meander too close. Fleets will absolutely decimate them, so that's going to be good. Okay, I will still continue to take him back to Carinium. Now, in the meantime, we could really do with this army being upgraded to be as strong as the Might of Gu, but I don't want to take any units out of this army just yet because they might attack them, and I want as strong a force as possible. But then we can't sit and do nothing. I think I'll chance it. I'll chance it. So I'm going to disband a bow troop, disband a Saxon spear, and disband another Saxon spear, and that should give us 3 slots for 3 more axe warriors.
Are you ready to do your duty to the tribe?
Okay. And we need 2 more horses, and then we're done. So we'll go for disband. I think that'll do for now. Just do it piece by piece. Don't need to disband too many at the same time. We don't want to deplete the numbers too much. And also the braided bolt are needed to be changed as well, but they will wait until we are finished with the Sons of Saxony. And then once we have these 3 armies ready to go and full strength, they will be the force that will be taken down to the Franks' lands, and then we will be recruiting a 4th army, and that 4th army will be the new army that defends their homelands, because we need to have a presence in Britannia just in case somebody sneaks behind our lines. So there we go. There's nothing else we can really do this turn, I don't think. Let's have a look at the diplomacy very quickly. The Eastern Romans just
we offer you honest welcome. Speak, friend, and hope.
Our relationship is improving with the Septimaniacs, which is good. We were going to attack them. We were considering attacking them if we were going to take down the Hispanians at the same time, but now that plan has been scuppered. Let's see if the Franks are interested in any sort of a peace. Not that I
Are you
take,
brave or foolish, or just mad?
not that I take it, but certainly just worth testing the waters out, isn't it? Okay, so 2 more years to go until the 420 AD, which is when another Attila incident will happen. The fertility will further drop, so we'll have to take a check on our food supplies and make sure that we're nice and balanced. And surprise, surprise, now that we have our fleet docked in Camulodunum, Aedmund's Folly is no longer under attack from that stupid army just there by the fleet from the Franks. So now we shall prepare and plan for our counterattack, because that fleet that's just sat there merrily on the outskirts there is going to find itself attacked. Attacked by a full stack Saxon fleet, I think. And Admiral Aedmund will get his revenge. Okay, Agent has been spotted. Seasonal conditions, a bad summer. Oh dear. Involuntary levy has been completed. And Esk has gained a rank. Okay, I'll just take a sip of tea and then I'll be back ready to crack on. Okay. Tea sipped, ready to go. Oh, right, so
Your orders?
here we go. Aedmund's Folly. It's a half stacker. That's a half stacker. We don't want to be dicing with them toe to toe. We want to overwhelm the buggers. So we will continue to recruit further.
We need more ships.
We need more ships, Captain. Don't worry, you'll get your ships. Of course, every time we recruit a new unit, a new troop force, these both are decreasing. This war will be costly, but the quicker we can start looting and pillaging, the quicker we can make some of our losses back. Right, so that's him sorted. Let's just take a quick check now. Where are we? How far can you go up here? To about there. Right, okay. And not only do we want these guys to scout out, but if they can do anything at all to weaken the garrisons, like poisoning or whatever, we need to do it as well. We need to use them to support the war effort. And this does look rather undefended. It's Rotamagus. The garrison is pretty paltry. There is a fleet garrison as well. I reckon we can take these by force pretty quickly. Actually, seems to be no units nearby. No units here either. So their forces at this particular location pretty sparse. Maybe they're further afield, further back, closer to their homelands, and we need to check that out because that could be a potential counterattack. So we don't want to go down here too lightly, thinking that we've got it easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I plan to take these with maybe 2 armies. 2 armies attacking one settlement at the same time, just to overwhelm them with numbers. Make it much more heavily in our favour, the odds. As we smash through. Alright. So in Londinium now, we have finally got the trade depot and the warlord's hut up and running. We've got a massive food surplus down here now, which is good. The trade depot gives us extra food as well as income, which is nice. This gives us extra public order. So public order is absolutely spiffing marvellous down here. Food is good. So the buildings down here very balanced, and I'm happy with them. And there's nothing else we can build really. No need for us to upgrade anything. So we could maybe go for... there's no slots left. Okay. So, technology. Technology. This costs us 10,000 and we get extra 10% missile ammunition, 5% missile damage, and we can unlock Nordic Javelin. It's going to cost 10,000. Whilst we're at war, can't be splashing 10,000 willy-nilly. So what I'm going to do... 12 turns, 12 turns... 12 turns... 12 turns. So this is probably the next most useful one. We have quite a few farms, don't we? So that's nice. But as soon as this war's finished, we are able to afford it. We're going to probably go for that quite quickly because extra ammunition, missile damage, pretty useful, and these Nordic Javelin, I imagine, are quite good as well. Okay. Right, this army is almost done. The Sons of Saxony are almost ready to go. All we need is 2 units of horsemen and we're good. We're good to take the fight. So disband these. Disband these. Replace them with 2 units of horsemen. Horse raiders. Are they level 2? They're level 2 as well. They're 623, 394. These are light melee cav, and these are light skirmisher cav. Okay. They're very similar. These are slightly cheaper. I'll go for these ones. Not as if we should be skimping, really, is it, when we're in the middle of a war, but, well, we can't afford to bankrupt ourselves, so we'll just try to save a few pennies where we can. So, one more turn for them to be sorted, and then they will be ready to attack together with the Might of Gu, who might as well position themselves and get ready to land. Just got to be careful that we're not in range of this fleet, though, because he can do some great damage here if we don't get a dry land as quickly as possible. The braided bolts, they are now ready to have their troops overhauled. 2 horse units as well required, as well as some more axe warriors. Okay, so 3 units of axe warriors, please.
Come, fight for us, lads. Thirsty for battle.
Lovely. And then in the next turn, we'll get the 2 horses as well for this, and then the braided bolt is done. And then, so all 3 are pretty much ready, roughly at the same time.
For the tribe.
So we are mustering, my friends. We are mustering as quickly as we can.
Yes.
I'm wondering, you know, we're going to be ready next turn here, pretty much as well. I mean, is it worth taking him down, ready to land now? I don't think it's even... I don't think it's worth. See, we've got to be careful here. I don't want to...
What would you have of me?
Take an unnecessary risk, but I don't think it is a risk. I don't think it is a risk landing him now. I think we'll wait just one more turn. Just one itty bitty turn. And then we'll go. Right, Esk is ready to rank up our governor of Britannia's superior. Let's give him some authority. Always good for a governor. Public order. No more building work to worry about just yet. Everything's hunky-dory anyway. If we look to the province screen, green food, green public order, on the rise. It's looking pretty good. Okay. Quite apprehensive about ending the turn. I think we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. We'll see if we can land. How do we get it here? What's the best way to land on this bloody thing? We're going to have to come across from here. Otherwise we're going to have to go through the Alaman's land. And we don't really want to tick the Alamans off more than necessary. So, you know, trespassing might just tip them over the edge and bring them into the war. So we're going to have to go round anyway. So, fine. We'll have to come down this way. He is in a forced march. So the next turn we're going to have to take him off that. And put him on normal march, and we're going to have to go en masse, shooting down there, ASA bloomin' P. Ooh, what's that? Is that the startings of an army I see being recruited? Do they sense their doom is imminent? Possibly. Oh, I'm getting rather excited. I love to smash my enemies into dust. And I've got a feeling that we will be doing some smashing this session. Okay, here we go. The Franks have declared war on Gaul. Oh dear. How far are Gaul away? Can you do something about this, Gaul? Can you help us out? Provide us with something? Some assistance? Would be greatly appreciated. Oh! Oh, look at this! We found... Wow, it's a very horse-heavy army. And some onagers. And a hero as well. Wow! Ooh! Cheeky monkeys! We can hinder or manipulate. Hinder the army or manipulate the agent.
What would you have of me?
So that is there. We need to take. We would be best served taking down. Is there a spy in there as well? Just a champion. Yeah, we would best served. We will be best served taking down their armies before we start attacking their cities. They're recruiting an army here.
How can I help?
And down here, I don't see anything. Freemen, as we have ascertained in the last battle, are pretty weak. Germanic spearmen, nothing to worry. Our axe warriors will chop them down like nobody's business. They have a couple of Germanic war bands here of their own. It's the horses that worry me, but we do have quite a few spear troops which we can use to good effect against these guys. So I'm not overly concerned about this army. They are quite experienced, which is maybe one issue. And now that we have a level 3 building here, a level 3 warlord's hold, we can actually recruit a champion, which I am going to do. I'm going to put it in the king's army. I'm going to, I say put it, I'm going to put him into the king's army. Right, so this army is ready to rock and roll. So we need to do a little bit of jiggery-pokery about, but yeah, we're ready. I think this fleet is now strong enough to deal with this on his own without the need of the army to be here to protect him anymore. So let's get our thinking caps on about how we're going to proceed here. How are we going to proceed? The braided bolt are not quite ready. The invasion is close. We've encountered the Thuringians. The Thuringians. Hello, Thuringians. Do you perhaps want to trade? No? Why are we at war with the Thuringians? What have we done to you? Why are we... What? What have we done to you? Are they allied with somebody? The Langobards? Defensive allies? Well, I don't know how this has happened. Stupid idiots. Are they united against... Oh, united against us. Okay. Invited by the Langobards, this faction has joined our enemies to fight us. They will pay for this. Oh, they will pay. They will definitely pay. And Senrid is fond of gambling. Wow. Fond of gambling, you say? We can upgrade these into horses, but we're not going to do that. Oh, my phone's ringing. Bear with me. Okay, so I am back now, and raring to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these guys, the Sons of Saxony, who are ready and eager for a fight. I'm going to pull them to here. There we go. They're going to land on enemy soil, just outside reinforcement range of the city, of course, just in case somebody attacks us. We don't want them to get any extra reinforcements. And the might of you, the King Essler, High King Essler, is coming with his troop force, ready to do some damage as well. He's going to land himself here. So the mighty Saxon host is coming. He's coming to deal some damage. Okay. You keep totting up your numbers, no problem at all. Right, so what's the plan now? These guys? Is there any mercenaries down here? Yes, there is some mercenaries. We could maybe use some mercenaries. They'll be very expensive. No, we won't. We'll be patient. So in the next turn, this champion's going to have to come down, pick an army, and it's probably going to have to pick this army, to be fair. He's the army that's going to be left behind. One more turn. So let's disband these three imbeciles. This Nordic brigade, very rubbish. Gives us 3 slots for 2 horses and probably 1 more spearman. So let's get those recruited. We'll go for the Nordics. We'll go for the Nordic. We'll go for the Saxon spears. Why not? We'll go for the Nordic spears. And we'll go for the 1 unit of Nordic raiders and 1 horse raiders as well. There we go. So looking good. So that's the braided bolt. 1 more turn. They'll be up to full strength, and then they can come down, land themselves here as well in the next turn, and then we shall have 3 stacks, supported by a full stack fleet, maybe. Yeah. Why not? Why not indeed? And then we're ready to rock and roll. These Franks are going to rue the day they crossed our path. Of course, our spies could really do with meandering down here, because not only are we at war with the Franks, of course, but we're at war with these Langobards, so we need to see what threat the Langobards may pose. So just got to be wary of that as well. Alright. And I think it's about time we probably raise that 3rd army, because we're going to have no troops left here very soon. So that'll happen in the next turn. So a lot of things will be happening in the next turn. Let's go. A lot of things are going to be happening this turn, my friends. Oh! Well, they've got 2 fleets. Where do they get those from? No idea, but we better be careful. We better be careful. If we can pick them off 1 by 1, it'd be better for us. All of our harbours are currently fishing harbours, which doesn't give us the best naval troops, naval units. But if food isn't going to be a problem, for instance down here, food is not a problem at all. So maybe we can convert that into like a military jetty. Give us extra ship producing capability. We'll lose 50 food. But we're at a time of war here, you know? We're at a time of war here, guys. We could do with some extra ships, couldn't we? We are... bad news. It's winter. We are in a situation where we need to encamp ourselves to prevent losses from attrition.
How can I help? Moving unseen. Moving unseen.
Okay, so just going to make him go this way. So we can't really do a great deal, unfortunately, this turn.
I am the destroyer of men. For the tribe.
So we got the champion in there. He's going to do his bits. He's going to do his stuff. Going to whip these guys into shape. Hopefully he just does that automatically when he's in the army. We don't have to do anything with him. It's winter. Can't do anything now other than encamp ourselves.
Ready for battle.
So to prevent ourselves from suffering attrition. Right, we've got two fleets here. The Howling Gale and the Sails of the Even Star. We're going to take... Oh, we can't move him now, can we? We're going to say we're going to take him to Camulodunum just to help out Aidman, but does he need help?
For the tribe.
Righty-ho.
Thirsty for battle.
So let's get ourselves another army. It's going to really cripple us, our economy, this next army, but we need some troops left behind. Probably station them here in Camulodunum. So let's get ourselves raising a army. Probably do it. Can we do it from Camulodunum? Raise forces. Yes, we can. And we're going to go for a general. The only available general we have is Aildwine. He is a master planner, which could prove to be useful.
Warriors all.
He's going to suffer attrition, unfortunately, unless he can come inside, which he can. Nicely done. This army needs a name, which I've got plenty of names that I have yet to use, so I'll sift through those in due course. And he's already ready to upgrade. We'll sort that out later. Okay, so let's get some troops then. We'll go for the same build as every other army, which is going to be a couple of some spears, couple of pikes. We might as well plan this army out now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Some of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then some of these bad boys. 1, 2. 1, 2. So there we go. 4 turns. This will be the 4th army. This will be the defensive force for Britannia. It's headed by a new general, Aildwine. Speaking of which, let's take a quick look at the politics. Of course, we're at a time of war, so any inter-familiar wrangling is really at an all-time low whilst we all pull together to do battle. Senrad, of course, is leading one of the armies. And he's on his way down to fight alongside his brother-in-law, the High King. Side by side they shall be fighting, pretty much. And also supported by Cieda, who I think is Senrad's bastard child, is he? Or am I wrong about that? No, he's just a noble. Okay, so 1 noble and 2 brothers. The heir and the king himself, all fighting. Could prove to be quite fun. Okay, so job is good. Uh-oh. 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 Wow. Wow, 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 wow! Woo! This is gonna be good! Look at this! They must be attacking Camilodunum this time, because we are docked in the city. So we have Eadmund and his folly fleet. We have some remnants of a garrison, and the newly risen General Ealdwine versus two Frankish fleets. And is this a Frankish army? Now, the battle is in our favour. Not enough for me to want to auto-resolve this, so I'm going to fight it. This is going to be a big one. This is going to be a big one. Probably a glitchy one because of the landing mechanics, but well, we'll see what happens in the next session. So we're going to start the next session in a couple of days' time, start it off with this pivotal battle. Can Admiral Eadmund make it 3 from 3? If we do, we will severely cripple the Franks' naval forces, which will further assist us in this war. And don't forget, we've also got our forces landed in their homelands now. So in the next session, I think things are going to pick up quite quickly, and blood is going to be spilled. Join me next time. See you soon.